Good afternoon. We're down here at the Miami Boat Show. Captain John Raguso, Captain Ben Powers from South Carolina.
Yes, sir.
With the trend towards doing a lot more light tackle fishing, the quality of the experience versus the quantity, bay boats are making more and more of a foothold up north in Jersey, Long Island, up New England, off the Cape and Long Island Sound. Captain Ben is a guide down in South Carolina for a Skeeter 25-foot bay boat. This is Skeeter's newest one. Tell us about it.
This is the Skeeter 2350. It's a shrunk down version of the 2550. Has a little bit more freeboard to it, so you consider it a little bit more of a hybrid style bay boat. With more freeboard, it provides a drier ride, a little bit safer, more comfortable ride for your less experienced passengers. So it's a great style boat for up in the Northeast where you get to experience a lot of chop and cooler conditions.
One of the things that is coming right to my attention is there's a plethora of rod holders on this boat.
Yes.
We have 5 over here, 6 up top, a couple in the gunnels.
Yeah. One aft and one forward.
This is pretty darn cool. What we have here is 4 vertical rod holders with tips that go through the roof so that you could put a 6 or a 7 or an 8-foot rod up there and have it ready to go for action stations as soon as you see fish jumping.
Yep, and over here on the other side, you have a access door that provides just that much more dry storage.
Plenty of places to sit down. So tell us about this aft captain deck.
So you've got 2 live wells in the stern here. They are rounded to keep the bait nice and alive and healthy throughout the day.
And look at this, they got a blue wall to keep the bait nice and calm.
Yep.
And when running to and from the grounds, you've got at least 2 people who could sit here.
Yep, you've got a nice bench seat here protected by the leaning post, so you've got a nice dry ride back here in the back.
With handholds as well, that's pretty nice.
Yep, with this back compartment here on the 2350, it provides great access down into the bilge when needing to do any maintenance or replace pumps, things of that nature. Boats, mostly with this size, typically have very tight compartments for bilge access. So this large access is great for when you need to get down in here and clean the bilge and do any maintenance and whatnot.
So it looks like you've got a whole bunch of accessible pumps there for live wells.
Yes, you have live well pumps.
Here, one over here.
Yep, you also got your wash down pump here. So everything's very accessible, easy to work on, and that just closes down like that. You've got 2 stainless latches here that latch down and easy to lock up. And then these latches here latch down the bench seat so the wind doesn't blow it open when you're on the road.
One of the things I've noticed here too, Mike, is that we've got 2 really large, look like 2 to 2.5 inch drains that go right through the back.
Yep.
And they have a little recess so you won't get water puddles in the back here. It looks like it's a pretty intelligent design as far as getting water that's in the boat off the boat very quickly. Let's take a look at the business end of this boat, which is the console. What we have here at the helm is a flush mount dash panel that have at least 2 12-inch screens, flush mount screens, okay, for all of your electronics needs. Underneath the dash panel, got your Yamaha gauges, switches, and LED accessory panel off here on the starboard side of the console. What's also pretty cool are these up and down bolsters. So not only can you sit down when underway, but if it gets rough, if you want to go really fast, you can lean back into these benches like Captain Ben is doing. And what's also pretty cool, you've got a nice cushion pad underneath the helm to absorb shock, and a nice footrest right above the battery switcher, which is in a pretty handy place.
And then you've also got a fold down footrest here. So if you're sitting here, you've got your heels, or you can have your feet here.
I'm 6'3", and there's plenty of headroom under this hardtop. Got great visibility in 180-degree zone in front of the boat. There's really no part of the water that I can't see. The bow's not in the way. The radio box is not in the way. The tower legs are in a perfect position to hold on in case we get choppy water. We've got a tilt steering wheel, and the helm is perfectly angled for the twin 12-inch machines so that you don't have to bend down or cock your head just to be able to see what's on the screen. Plenty of pass-through space on either side of the console, so that'll narrow bruises down to a minimum. And the tower leg looks like it came off of a 35-footer. This is some heavy-duty stuff.
There's a great handle here also that is welded in with the tubing to provide just that much better security when riding around.
Moving from the console up forward, as you can see, there is a huge forward casting platform. If you want to hang out with the family, there's cushions and backrests, but when it's time to fish, you've got a whole lot of space up forward where a couple of people can get up there, cast to breaking fish and not get into each other's way.
Having a lower bow of this nature with a little bit less freeboard than the larger center consoles with more dead rise is that when you're at the helm, you have a lot of visibility while you're traveling. The boat still has a nice flare to it, so it keeps that water down, but allows you to have great visibility ahead for birds diving, fish rising to the surface, any obstructions in the channel that you may not see if the bow was up higher, limiting the visibility. And so, and these cushion packages here, very easily removable along with the backrest. So it provides a great casting area when you are not wanting to lounge and wanting to do more, have a fishing day. So,
Captain Ben, what's underneath?
So here you've got somewhere where you can put life jackets. And when you open this box here, it's a nice insulated glassed-in box with a great drain. And this is going to be your fish box. This is a rod locker, so you can store rods in here.
Captain Ben, if my math is correct,
Yes, sir.
I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4 live wells.
Yes, right when you think there's no more, there's one more. So here on the front seat of the console, we've got a great live well. It's something you'd probably use for smaller baits.
With a fuel capacity of 55 gallons per optimum cruising speed of 26.3 miles per hour at only 6.5 gallons per hour at 3,000 RPM will give her an incredible 4+ miles per gallon. If you need to go a little bit faster to catch that early morning bite, bringing her up to 5,000 RPM will give you 47.7 miles per hour at 19.3 gallons per hour for a fuel economy of 2.47 miles per gallon.